toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Cyclones move, kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Iowa State's offense has the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Barnhart. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Motion from the wide receiver. caught in the backfield. It's Coates. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Running to Green. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Cantrell. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now on 3rd down for this offense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Virginia found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Charlottesville. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, fortunate to get it back. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking for a huge play. He's got it on the outside. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Caught behind the line. It's Sampson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Parker. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw, it's Barnhart. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. There he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. The Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Surging forward on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal baller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll go to the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Off the play fake. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Tar Heels are marching down the field. Gonna run it. It's Parker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Red pass, it's complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Cyclones want to move quickly. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. He'll keep it himself. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw, it's Barnhart. Dances away. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Got it behind the line. It's Parker. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He makes the catch along the sidelines, but the official signaling that he's out of bounds. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it at the 15. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. They'll run it. It's Parker. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd down play from the gun. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Off play action on 1st down. Touchdown, UNC! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led Sparty teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Barnhart. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Setting up the screen. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it out. It's battle. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parker. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The kick is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Motion from the wideout. Complete to start this drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Cyclones want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Barnhart. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the Cyclones will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Powers through the defender. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Grab behind the line. It's LaBelle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's LaBelle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Iowa State sending the offense back out. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Rides the back and leaves it. Couldn't find his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding open areas. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On the ground, it's Parker. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll come out to the 20. Wants to throw. It's Barnhart. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's got it down the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Safe completion on the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Parker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Quickly to the tight end.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
The Tar Heels will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Cyclones are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Might as well give it to him again. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
To the air, it's Barnhart. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. 4th down coming. The Cyclones will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Caught in the backfield, it's Cantrell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Grabs behind the line, it's Cantrell. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Dropping back, it's Barnhart. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Cyclones want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Cyclones are rolling down the field. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working, so this defense going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. And the Cyclones line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
It's a turnover on downs.
The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cantrell. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking for room, it's Parker. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll run it from the gun. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield. It's Barnhart. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Tight end now in motion. This time they'll go to the running game. There he goes. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Cyclones racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half if they keep giving him the football.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Caught in the backfield, it's LaBelle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Yates. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Parker. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Cantrell. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. Caught behind the line. It's LaBelle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Trying to bull his way in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to power it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Iowa State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Cyclones in the hurry-up.
And the drive has been really, really solid. And we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions, got to make sure we're aggressive, not reckless, but aggressive, and make sure we've got a plan for the shorter part of the field down here so we can get a touchdown.
Fires to the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Cantrell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll try to pop the draw. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Give to the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Catch in the middle, it's Coates. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Back to throw, it's Barnhart. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. On the move, it's Parker.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Makes the grab. It's LaBelle.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Iowa State sending the offense back out. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cyclones! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Cantrell. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it on the sneak. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, North Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Barnhart. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He wants a big play here late. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.